Hi, my name is Michael Carmine. I'm a career engagement specialist at the University of California, Santa Cruz, Silicon Valley Extension. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about how to build a resume. So, what's the purpose of a resume? Well, it's to get you an interview. Therefore, it's crucial to tailor it to a specific position you're applying for. What's the function of a resume? Well, it's for you to gather all of your professional experience into a brief overview to demonstrate the skills and qualifications. What goes on a resume? Well, your contact information, education, experience, skills, certification. Differences in resumes. In other parts of the world, it is totally expected to include a photo. In the US, it is not recommended, nor is it encouraged. Personal information, date of birth, marital status, gender, nationality, or religion. They're all acceptable in other parts of the world. However, in the US, this information should not be included on your resume. The length of a resume depends on your experience. If you don't have much experience, then it should be kept to 1 page. If you have an abundance of experience, then it could be anywhere from 2, maybe even 5, or even more pages. It just depends on your experience. So, your resume is your first impression. It's your marketing tool. It also can provide an example of your communication skills. It includes relevant information and should be tailored to each position. And you can list your qualifications and results you can drive immediately the first day on the job. The format of the resume is a header, summary or objective, education, professional experience, and additional skills. The header contains your name in a larger font than the rest of the resume, a professional email address, preferably one without numbers, such as your first and last name, or it might be your last name and first name, a phone number, your address, and a LinkedIn URL. Your address is optional. Instead of providing a street address, you can provide a city or an area such as Silicon Valley or East Bay. No personal information. Do not put your birth, your age, your gender, your ethnic origin, your family status, a photo, or religion. The summary is used if you're applying for a role that you have an extensive background in, and you want to highlight and showcase your experience. You want to highlight your professional skills, experience, and accomplishments relevant to the position. The objective. If you do not have an extensive background in the job you're applying to, you want to highlight your education and specifically mention the position you are applying to. Mention relevant skills you possess that you believe make you qualified. Some tips. Creatively describe yourself to stand out. It can be a short paragraph or short sentences with bullets, 3 to 4 lines. Think of it as your elevator pitch. Use numbers to grab the reader's attention, and you want to end with what you can offer. A summary or objective. This is an objective sample. So you can use this and just put in the information that's relevant to you. This one uses a bachelor's of science degree in mechanical engineering from a particular university with experience, and the person is applying for a position at ABC company. Education. Highlight your academic achievements, your degrees, honors. Maybe you made the dean's list or got some awards. You published some work. In the US, your GPA is optional. Ongoing education. Mention the expected completion date. Relevant coursework. Perhaps you took a course or worked on a project focusing on the skills an employer is looking for. Professional experience. You can order your job experience chronologically or by relevancy to the job you are applying to. Short and to the point. You want to keep it short with your experience section to short, brief descriptions using bullet points. Use approximately 3 to 6 bullet points per position. What to include? Include the name of the company or organization you work for, the title you held, dates you were employed, and the location. Don't just summarize your day-to-day tasks. Highlight your achievements, your awards, and how you benefited the company. Keep the format consistent. Use strong action verbs, which we'll talk about later in this presentation. Use numbers to attract the reader's attention. Mention relevant volunteer work. Here are some ideas of maybe some achievements or awards, such as a Best Digital Marketing Campaign Award, or maybe you were a Salesperson of the Year. Perhaps you saved the company some time or money. These are things that you want to include in your resume. Include volunteer work, as these skills used an impact of your work. Certificates and awards earned. Soft and hard skills. Did you do some public speaking? Are you a programming languages such as Java and Python? Do you have budget management experience? Languages. So companies works with certain demographics and needs knowledge of languages. Perhaps you have another native language that you speak. You want to put that language on your resume as well. If you're proficient in, say, Spanish or Hindi, then you want to be able to highlight those on your resume. Formatting tips. One page, unless you have extensive expertise in your field, and be sure that your margins are no smaller than a ½ inch. You want to put your summary at the top for experienced applicants. Otherwise, it's an objective. Bold, italics, underlines. You want to use those in moderation. Conventional, easy to read font size, 10 to 12. We recommend Arial or Times New Roman, as it is the easiest for an applicant tracking system, ATS, to read. You want to be consistent with your spacing, indents, date, and format. You want to make sure that you have no spelling or grammar errors. Attention to detail is crucial. An applicant tracking system is a software for recruiters and employers that track candidates throughout the recruiting and hiring process. An applicant tracking system scans your resume and looks to see how well you match the job description that the company is trying to fill. You don't want to write entire sentences. You do not mention the name of the university at any other location on your resume. If you earn 2 degrees from the same university, those are separate entries. Do not combine them. Give a specific future graduation date. For each degree name, write a university name. The company name and position matter. You want to be able to use the company's actual name. For instance, IBM would actually be International Business Machines Corporation. Use department name. Did you work as a web application engineering? Were you on the back end of engineering? Maybe you were a mobile software engineer. Use month and year in any format, such as January, then the year, or maybe it's 01 and then the year. JobScan is available to those students who are enrolled at the University of California, Santa Cruz, Silicon Valley Extension. You can get a free account. What does it do? Well, it can optimize your resume, optimize your LinkedIn profile, and help you with your cover letters as well. Your resume trial run. JobScan's algorithm reads your resume and guides you to make changes that mimic the latest changes in different ATS to match terminology and formatting. JobScan account request form. You can do this on the UCSC extension website and request a free account. And again, this is only for students who are registered at UCSC Silicon Valley Extension. Additional resources. You can go to careers.ucsc.edu, and at the top of the page, click on resources and then explore them. There is a wealth of information there. If you're looking to create a JobScan account, you can go to jobscan.co. Now we're going to look at a resume. This is an example. Notice that the name is larger font and in bold than the rest of the resume. It also includes a city and the state of where you reside. It includes an email address. Notice that the email address does not have any numbers, and your phone number. Your margins are to be no less than a ½ inch and no more than 1 inch. Your education, and then the degree. So Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, both of those would be in bold. Then you put the University of California, Santa Cruz, and you can put your GPA as well. You can put relevant projects, then your experience. Be sure to list at least 3 bullet points of what you did in the position. Then you can list your extracurricular activities. Perhaps you were a team member on a debate club, or maybe the chess club. Your skills. For computer, you want to be able to put that you're proficient with what applications. Maybe you have experience with social media or blogging. And then the language. What language are you fluent in? If you are only fluent in one language, such as English, then there's no need to put that on the resume. However, if you speak multiple languages, please be sure to put that on your resume. Now, here are the action words that we talked about earlier that you want to be able to use in your bullet points for your job description. Some of the action words are under headings such as creative, leadership, helping or teaching, management, research, clerical or retail, financial, or communication. Here's a short list of those action words. And that concludes the presentation on how to build a resume. Thank you so much for watching.